See this match that we lost against Fulham. You see that our performance against Fulham. Problem though. Problem day like this. Big problem. I will not blame McFarlane so much. I will not blame him so much because he's a young coach. Of course, he's coaching a very young side under 21. So you could see pockets of inexperience there. Of course, he's not so conversant with the players. He's not so conversant with the team. So you will not really blame him in terms of his selection and his decision making against Fulham. Luckily, he tried against Manchester City by introducing Santos and the game changed. But against Fulham, you could see pockets of errors there. I don't want to talk so much about his substitution, but you will know that against Fulham, Chelsea, a whole lot has to be done. In terms of psyche, the players were low. In terms of morale, poor. You could see that there was no hunger, there was no passion. So psychologically, these players are going through a lot. You can tell very well that when a player is missing games over and over again, they are losing out in games, you will only see it in their performance. The likes of Palmer has dropped in form astronomically because why? He was injured, and of course I understand in that aspect too. So we shouldn't be expecting so much from Cole Palmer. He only needs time to grow and of course get back himself. And then you see the likes of Neto, very poor. The lab, see, you just don't want to talk about it. You just don't want to talk about it. So our performance against Fulham was just so woeful. I for once would have thought that Chelsea would have at least brought in our A game to make amends for the errors and all of the flops all through December and secure that 3 points. It was a derby. But the way Chelsea played, we weren't playing as though it was a derby. We were playing as though we already knew that, this game is just going to be like this. Let's just come and make appearance and show ourselves on TV. Let's just come and show ourselves on TV. No. That's not what we want in Chelsea. No, we don't want that in Chelsea. We treat every game with importance. We treat every game as though it was finals. The game against Fulham was so bad that if you were a Chelsea fan, you were just watching the game for watching sake. In fact, some will not even want to watch it. I'm sure some at some point in time decided to put off their TV and just relax because it was nothing to write home about. That was not the performance that Chelsea is known for. That is not the performance we are known for. So it was so terrible, so bad that, bro, I was just watching that match and I said, well, if not because of the love of the club and because I'm a Chelsea fan, let me just watch the game. Bro, it was so bad. And I was asking myself, how did we get here? Neto for once was just missing out on chances. No team game, no connection. The midfield was porous. There was no drive, no hunger, no passion from the players. We were playing as though we were being compelled to come to the pitch and make appearance. That was a derby, for goodness sake. You could see the way Liam Reznor, upon his arrival, that was his first game he watched.